Hi, I'm Ashley Hawkins and I am the manga librarian. And today, let's talk about the one singular volume of manga that I managed to read this week because I am too busy preparing for summer reading. Um, yeah, I'm a school librarian. I gotta prepare for summer reading. You guys know what this is about. If you're public librarians, you're probably doing way more than I am because your summer reading lists are way more intense and you've got to advertise way more. So, you know that life. So yeah, I took this week to really hone in on summer reading and work on it and curate it and, you know, I didn't have time to read manga. So I did take time though to read one volume of manga that I have been waiting a really long time for, and I am excited to kind of share it with you. I am going to say this volume of manga is for adults. It is not appropriate for a school. It is a Yuri manga. It is definitely adult. This is a manga that I bought for me. But I know that I have people who collect for adults who watch this, and so this is great for a public library collection. It's not ecchi, it's not hentai, it just is more appropriate for adults. And when I show you inside, you'll kind of see. So let's take a look. So the manga in question is Super Women in Love, Honey Trap and Rapid Rabbit. I have talked about my love of Yuri in the past. I am more a Yuri gal than I am a yaoi gal. That is just my thing. I like Yuri. It's my own personal preference. I have my reasons. I'm not going to go into them on YouTube. But my personal preference is to read stories that have women or straight relationships. I do read some yaoi, but I tend to be pickier. So this is a really fun Yuri romantic comedy about two characters who find themselves in love. So the villainess Honey Trap one day manages to ensnare the hero Rapid Rabbit and is about to kill Rapid Rabbit, but upon unmasking her, discovers that she's totally her type and that she's super cute and just she instantly falls in love at first sight. And in failing to kill her, she is cast out from her evil organization, and actually Rapid Rabbit is the one who, or Honjo Hayate is the one who takes her in and gives her a home because she has been kicked out. And it is a super fun, like I said, romantic comedy set in a sort of tokusatsu world. So these are not like your Marvel superheroes. When we say super women, we're talking about more Japanese superheroes, which have their own sort of setup. It's its own genre. It definitely has a following. I do think I don't think you really need to understand tokusatsu for this story or this manga to work, but it definitely works on another level if you do, and it makes a lot of the gags way funnier. But ultimately, because a lot of tokusatsu shows actually become kids shows here in the States, I think anybody who's at least watched one episode of Power Rangers is gonna get some of these jokes. But yeah, it's I thought the art in it was really great. I enjoy like the blend of cutesy romance yuri illustrations with these sort of action the sort of action tokusatsu style stuff. I think it's a great blend. I think, like I said, the translation on this is really well done. I think there's a lot of puns in this, and they managed to make it work really well. So, like I said, it's a good series. Well, I keep saying series, but it's only one volume right now. But I'm really looking forward to how this proceeds, because I like the idea of them kind of being partners in arms, and I don't know. I like it. I like that they're kind of on equal footing. I think there are things that like Yuri can do really well in terms of telling stories about women. So yeah, that's it. That's what I read this week. Like I said, that was I really was highly anticipating that series, and I'm glad I liked it because if I hadn't, I would have been really disappointed. So that was really it in terms of what manga I read. I have been reading some manhwa, but it's my weekly reads. There is some interesting stuff that I'm starting to get like little tingles of. I've heard that Yen Press is looking for Korean translators for future projects, which I'm hoping means that we're going to start seeing more Korean light novels and more Korean webtoons being translated and put into print formats, so that we, the librarians, can start incorporating them into our collections. And then if that starts happening, then I'll be able to talk about that a little bit more on this channel, and I think that would be really cool. I really, really want more Korean light novels to be translated. Some of them are starting to be, and I'm starting to get my hands on them, and I'm starting to read them. There's, but they're not as available as I'd like them to be. So we'll see what happens. But I think there's some movement there. I think companies know there's money to be made, and when there's money to be made, they're ready for it. Another thing is that I am going to be doing some webinars for me, I'm going to be doing them in May and June with Nisla and the Graphic Novel Comics Roundtable pertaining to manga. The first one is going to be a general manga and libraries information session. And then the second one is going to be actually about the treatment of women in manga. And I'm really excited to have that discussion, because there are some really cool people who are going to be on that panel. There will actually be other panels, other webinars in the series that Nisla and Graphic Novel Comics Roundtable, or GNCRT, are doing. That's easier to say. And I really think you should check those out. Jillian Ellers is the one who is hosting all of the sessions. She is the CCD collection librarian for Japanese culture and manga here in New York City. And she is really amazing. She does amazing work, and she has worked really hard to put these webinars together and make sure that they are diverse, that they have representation from not just New York City, but also librarians across the country. We have a wide group of people who are working on this, and you know, there's a variety of voices, and I really think you should, you know, check it out. So I'll be doing that. I'm also going to be doing a webinar with reading with pictures on May 27th. I don't have the link for that yet. When I do, I'll share it. So I'm busy. And that one is going to be really great as well. That's also another really great panel. There's a lot of talk about manga and a lot of excitement about manga, and yeah, I'm excited to have these discussions with people and like expand this beyond just me talking. So yeah, one thing I'm going to be doing, and I believe Jillian's doing it, and I believe some of the others who are going to be participating in the panels will be doing it, is we'll be doing a challenge during the month of May to read as many volumes as the challenge is to read a volume of manga each day, and so that's what I'm going to be doing. That's also another reason to not really read too much, because I kind of needed to bank some stuff. I actually there was a Humble Bundle last week where you could buy, I tweeted about it. So if you followed me on Twitter, I tweeted about the Humble Bundle where you could buy a ton of manga from Kodansha for an unbelievably low price. So I have a bunch of manga that I need to read now that will help me knock that out. I'm also going to highlight things that are in my library collection for obvious reasons. So yeah, that's what's going on right now. I will see you in the next video, and so long for now.